Hi everyone, Sharon. Welcome to my Tuesdays at 2 Facebook Live. Thankful for everyone that is able to join me today. I know a lot of you are working. I'm trying to find myself on my Facebook page here. So there we go. So if there are any comments, I can actually I can see them. Thank you. Hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year, I should say. Couple of things today. Is the debut of our January to June 2021 mini catalog, and now I can show you the inside of it. Yay! So that'll be fun. Look for more to come on that. And it also starts the Sale-a-bration. And this runs January and February. And like I said before, there's 2 mini catalogs coming out now. January through June, and then there'll be July to December. And each one of them will have a Sale-a-bration catalog that'll coordinate with it for 2 months. So, and there'll be new product in each one. So if you're not familiar with Sale-a-bration, for every qualifying purchase, which is $50 before sales tax and shipping, you get to pick one product from this catalog. So I can actually show you the inside of this now. And we are going to be using one of the papers in here. Let's see if I can find it really quick. I'm using on today's card. There's free paper in here. There's stamp sets. I think it's there it is. We're going to be using this paper today in our card. It's called Ombre, and it comes with 3 different colors. And I'll show you the paper actually. Hello, whoever's there and watching. Thank you. I've got the papers here. So there's ombre on both sides, and I think this is Bermuda Bay. I had the card here for it. We should say in the catalog actually. It is, get my bifocals correct, Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, Granny Apple Green, and Rococo Rose. And so there's sides with bubbles on it. I don't know what else you'd call it. So there's the Rococo Rose. So one side will have one color on one side will be ombre and one color, and on the other side ombre and another color, and the same with the bubbles. So those are fun papers. So today we're going to use a stamp set that I had intended to use for our January Zoom class, which is A Wreath, and it was sold out and wasn't available till the end of December. So I switched it up to Nothing's Better Than. So anyway, this is the stamp set, A Wreath, and I love the wreath. There are some beautiful things. I kind of overlooked this one at first. I had looked at it and wasn't sure if I wanted it. I kind of wanted the Easter eggs to do something with my grandsons for their Easter cards, but thought, well, maybe I don't need it. But I saw some beautiful cards with it. And then there's the coordinating dies. I'll show you this side because this side shows you everything. And I copy them as soon as I get them. So that way if I'm missing something, I know what's missing. And also if there's a lot of dies, lots of times they don't fit on my magnetic sheet. So I know exactly how to place them so they'll fit. So there's a method to my madness. Anyway, this is the card we are going to make. I decided to do a Valentine card because it does offer a Valentine sentiment, and it's getting close to Valentine's, so I thought this would be great to do. So if you like this this card and wanted to do some more like it, you can order it in time for Valentine's Day. So anyway, this is the card we're going to use. And we'll just get started with that. So I'm going to put my phone down here and get my light out of the way. It's kind of, make sure it's appearing here on the screen. My desktop. Say hi if you're there. And let's see. We're gonna a little bit. I guess that's good right there. It's a little crooked, but maybe I can straighten it out a little bit. So this is the card. It's got these lovely hearts, and you can actually stamp hearts too, but I chose to just die cut them. And like it's got pears for, and here's a partridge for the pear tree. So it's a great one. And this is in the annual catalog. So you can order this until the end of June. And they do come separately. They're not bundled anymore. They might have been in a previous catalog where they were bundled and I probably missed it. So this is our card. And I use the ombre for the green to kind of give it a little bit more interest. You can't tell too much that it's ombre, but maybe when I die cut the second one today, you'll be able to tell. And I love this little placard. I actually was going to emboss it and I kind of forgot. So we'll get started here. We're going to start with a piece of the Rococo Rose ombre cardstock. And I'm just going to cut off about 1 inch here. And then I have to grab another green one out of the stack. Let's see if I can find it here. There we go. And we're going to need about 4 inches for the wreath. So we're going to cut that there. And maybe I'll do this side this time so it has a little bit more of the lighter colors in it. And then we're also going to need a piece of Whisper White cardstock. And I've mentioned this before, Whisper White is going away. It's being replaced by Basic White. I haven't heard when it's going to be out yet, but actually we only need about 3 3/4, I think. It doesn't have to be straight because I'm going to die cut it. So we have those pieces. I'll get this out of the way. And we're going to use this strip too for our hearts. So I have my little buddy here. And get my plates out here. There, so we need the 1 and the 2, and there's a 1 and a 2. I sound like Lawrence Welk. And we're gonna also die cut the bow. So here's we're gonna die cut like 5 flowers, or hearts, I should say. Boy. And I'm gonna die cut the wreath. I don't know if I get this wide enough for I'll use a separate piece of paper for the bow. I didn't cut it wide enough, so anyway, not a big deal. So we're going to slide this in here and run it through. And we're going to do a couple more from the other end, just to give it a little bit more, some more of the ombre colors. So if you like this paper, and with Sale-a-bration, I mean, if you have a $100 order, you could actually order 2 packs of it, or however many as you wanted. So just a couple more hearts. And then let's see if I can put this sideways on here, if I can pick it up. I have trouble with my fingers. Maybe it'll fit. And there's the background for the bow. I think it'll work. Let's see if I can get this in here. Hold it in place. Oh, it moved. Eventually there will be, when they figure out the little problems with the magnetic plate, there will be magnetic plates for both the mini and the I've got some paper. I'm just gonna hold them in place with some Scotch tape here. This is removable Scotch tape, so it comes off really easy. There. Let's see if I can get that to stay. And crank, crank, crank. Sorry if my table's wobbling. There. Get those pieces. Get the scrappy pieces out of the way. There's our bow. Any of these tiny little pieces out here, they're kind of stuck to the plate. So, take care of that later. Then, we are going to, let's see, I think that's all I need this for. And then I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock. Let's see. I think I should be able to run these through too. But I'm going to use the bigger machine, I think, for that. Or not. We'll use the little one. As long as it's right here. So, here's a piece of Whisper White for the white background wreath. And this should be wide enough for it to fit. Let's see, I've never done anything this big. I've never done this big of a die with this before, so we'll see how this goes. And it's a little harder to crank, especially when I'm sitting down. And I'm very weak. So, I'm going to stand up. It isn't this bad usually. I have a lot of strength issues. So there is that beautiful white piece for the wreath. And I will use the ombre to trim it down just a little bit. Four inches isn't going to go through, so it needs to be like 3 3/4. And here is this wreath piece and my plate, and I'm going to roll these through. It slides on my paper, which isn't helpful. There we go. A little bit easier now that I'm standing up with it. So, get this baby out of here. And oops, looks like it didn't cut all the way. I'm going to have to use my little scissors. We're just going to cut that leaf loose. So I would recommend using the bigger machine for that. I thought I would give it a try anyway. So, and then we'll punch this out. There. Now, I have another piece of Whisper White. And I wanted to give this card a little bit of interest in the background. So let's see if I can get my big machine here. And it's a little bit heavier. Get this out of here. And we're going to be using bricks and mortar embossing folder. I love this one. I have a couple other brick ones, but this one is by far my favorite. So, and one is a Sizzix ones, and another is another brand. It's similar to this, but I actually like this one better. So we are going to put this in here straight and use our 3D embossing plate. And I might need to stand up again. Whoops. Up. Don't worry about the sound, that's normal. And we'll get this out of here. Set it on the floor. So here is our background. So, and all this information will be on my blog later on this afternoon. So we have our background, and then I also have a piece of Pear Pizzazz that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And if I didn't say, this is 5 by 3 3/4. 5 by 3 3/4. So we're going to attach this. And when you are using an embossing folder, you want to make sure you have a good adhesive, because there's less surface area for it to be attached. So you want to make sure you have some good coverage there. So we're going to attach this here. I like glue because you can slide it a little bit if you get it off center a bit. And then we are going to attach our white wreath. I'm just going to poke out these little extra pieces in here that didn't come out. There. And I like using my paper piercing tool for that. Whoops, stuck to my finger. Has some glue on it, so it stuck to my finger. So I'm going to put some adhesive on here. I don't want to glue it flat down. I want it to give a little bit of dimension. So I'm just putting a few spots of glue here and there. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to put a little bit lower this time. And sometimes while I'm getting the next piece ready, I'll put a block on it just to kind of give it a little extra support when gluing it down. So, and I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm not gluing the whole thing flat down. If you wanted to, a good thing to use would be the adhesive sheets, and then cut them out at the same time. So this is going to go on here like this. Oh, I can already see the difference with this. Let me put this on here for a second. And I need to get a piece of scrap Whisper White out. Let's see, do I have one in here? And we're just going to cut off part of this. Oops. There. Now look at the difference. Can you see the ombre effect between these two? It's more dramatic on this one, isn't it? I like that. So this is going to be our little banner or placard. And I'm using gray granite. Is that it? My mind goes blank. Yeah, gray granite. And I'm actually going to take a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to stamp off ones. May stamp off too, who knows. But I want a little bit of color. I don't want it to overpower the other piece. And I didn't use my paper piercing mat. Let me do that over again to give a little bit of coverage. Another thing, and I heard this from our my upline, Georgia, that when you get your new and you haven't new stamps and you haven't used them yet, I'm just going to clear this off. A good thing to do is to kind of just roughen it up a little bit so it takes the ink a little better. And I just rub it across my Stampin' Pierce mat. So let's try this one more time, see if I can get a little bit better coverage. Stamp off. It didn't stamp so well that time. And I'm going to just try this. Press down a little bit more. There. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, if it kind of gives it that weathered look too, doesn't it? And then we're going to take our, here it is, our Rococo Rose. And we're going to stamp the sentiment with that. It's Happy Heart Day. I'm going to stamp it right in the middle. There. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is take, I'm going to use my paper piercing tool. I know they don't carry these anymore. You can also use the, take your pick tool. And I'm just going to poke a couple of holes in the corner here. There. And then take my paper snips and just hand trim this a little bit. Try to do it as straight as I can. And there. Then we're going to put a little bit of linen thread, if I can find my piece here, in here, and we're going to loop it through here. So it will be, probably would go through. It does. But if you have trouble threading things, use these floss threaders. You can get them at Walmart. And they come in a package of, I don't know, quite a few. And just pull it through with that. So I had a whole bunch of these, and I lost them on my desk. I don't know what happened to them. But they come in a package like this, just floss threaders. So. And then I'm just going to pull this up a little bit. Not too much. And then take my dimensionals and hold them in place with that. So put one there and one here. Get off my finger. And one more here. And then cut this excess off, my ribbon scissors. And we're going to put that right there. I try to make it look, let's see, where are my hearts? I try to make it look like it was hanging from a couple of hearts. I think I might just do from one. And maybe I'll pop it up a little bit. So I'm going to take this off, take off the backing here. And put it there. And then I'm going to take a mini dimensional and put it on this heart here. So it kind of looks like it's hanging from that heart. There. Maybe not. There. And then I'm just going to take my glue and glue the rest of these hearts on here. Get this scrap out of here. Let's see. I'm going to do different colored ones around here. And there's a darker one on the bottom. And one over here. Oh, stuck to my finger. It's one thing about this adhesive, this multi-purpose glue. It kind of does that from time to time. I had one other heart and in my basket. And let's just put this one over here. There. And I think I might just switch these two around. I guess it doesn't matter. Then I have the bow here, and it's got two different colors. So I wasn't sure which way this is supposed to go. I'm going to do it like that. I did it different this time. This card, I put it behind. I'm going to put it in front this time. So I'm just going to take a little bit of glue, put a dot there, and that there, and then a little bit more here. Press that down for a second. And then, to kind of finish it off, I'm using the Elegant Faceted Gems. And these are in the annual catalog. So, grab one of these. And I wasn't sure which to use. I used the, oops, you slipped a little bit, you little bugger. Get back here. I guess we'll leave you. So I wasn't sure to use the clear or the white, but I went with the white. And kind of covered that up a little bit. And then we take our Whisper White and fold it in half. Kind of move down a little bit there. Our bone folder. Nice sharp crease. And some more adhesive. It's really an easy card to do. The dies do everything for you, so it looks like I need more glue. I just placed an order today and I didn't even think to add it. Oh well, maybe I've got some more in the drawer. And there it is. Happy Heart Day. So, there's our card for today. I should turn them around so you can see them. And I'd love to hear what you think of this. I think this is a great set to have all year round. Actually, I bought it because, nope, I'm thinking of something else. I was thinking of something else. It also has this really cute little die that says love on it. That would be cute. I've seen that put in the center of the wreath too. And it's got these cute flowers in it, so you could use this for a lot of different things. But anyway, that's today's card. So, there we are. Thank you, whoever you are out there watching. I appreciate it. And I'll be posting this video later on my Facebook page, and then also I'll have all the supplies and dimensions and stuff on my blog later, cottagelandestamper.blogspot.com. So thanks for stopping in today and taking time from your busy schedules to join me. I do appreciate it. Take care, and may God bless you.